In this video, let us try to solve a couple of tricky problems where we are going to apply the sum and difference formula of sine, cosine and tangent depending on the question. So let's start the first one now. So in the first one, the information given to us is tan x plus tan of x plus pi by 3 plus tan of x plus 2 pi by 3 is equal to 3. We have to prove that 3 tan x minus tan cube x divided by 1 minus 3 tan square x is equal to 1. So let's try to solve this now. So tan x plus tan of x plus pi by 3, this can be written as tan of a plus b. So that would be tan x plus tan pi by 3 divided by 1 minus tan x tan pi by 3. Similarly, the second one is tan of a plus b. Let's apply the formula, which is tan x plus tan 2 pi by 3 divided by 1 minus tan x tan 2 pi by 3, and this is equal to 3. Now let's start simplifying this. Let's apply the value of tan pi by 3 here and tan 2 pi by 3 here. So tan 2 pi by 3 is tan of 120 degrees. So tan of 120 degrees means it is in the second quadrant, and in the second quadrant tan is negative. So tan 2 pi by 3 would be minus square root of 3, and tan of pi by 3 is tan 60, so this would be square root of 3. So let's apply that. Tan x plus square root of 3 divided by 1 minus tan x multiplied by square root of 3 plus tan x minus square root of 3 divided by 1 minus tan x multiplied by minus square root of 3, and this is equal to 3. Now let's solve for the common denominator. So when we solve for common denominator, square root of 3 multiplied by minus square root of 3, this would get resolved. And one more thing to notice here is because there is a negative part here, this would be a plus b and this part would be a minus b. So basically this is of the format a square minus b square. So that would be our denominator, and this will be multiplied with a square minus b square. So let's write that now. So we would have tan x multiplied by 1 minus 3 tan square x plus tan x multiplied tan x plus square root of 3 multiplied by 1 plus tan x square root of 3 plus, and the last part would be tan x minus square root of 3 multiplied by 1 minus square root of 3 tan x, and the entire denominator would change to 1 minus 3 tan square x, and this is equal to 3. We should not miss this part. Okay, now let's do the multiplication and the simplification. So we would have, let's apply this, tan x minus 3 tan cube x, then this would be plus tan x plus square root of 3 plus, hold on, tan x plus, no, let me multiply this and this plus, just a second. So tan x plus square root of 3 tan square x plus square root of 3 plus 3 tan x. Then let's multiply this with this, I would write it in the next line here. Tan x minus square root of 3 tan square x minus square root of 3 plus 3 tan x. This whole thing divided by 1 minus 3 tan square x, and this whole thing is equal to 3. Okay, now let's see what we can do here. So we have 3 tan x, tan x, tan x, tan x and tan x. Okay, let's combine all the tan x's. So 3 plus 3 is 6, then 1, 2, 3. So we have 9 times tan x. Now let's solve the x square ones. So what about the x square ones? So we have 3, where is x? Okay, plus 3 tan square root of 3 tan square x and minus square root of 3 tan square x. So this will get cancelled. Then now let's go to the tan cube one. So I think there is only one tan cube. Yes, so this is minus 3 tan cube x. And the last one is, what about the square root of 3? Okay, so we have a plus square root of 3 and minus square root of 3. So that too gets cancelled. So there is nothing that we have to account for in the numerator. So denominator is minus 1 minus 3 tan square x, and this is equal to 3. Okay, great. Now in the numerator we have a multiple of 3, so 3 can be considered common. So this would be 3 tan x minus tan cube x divided by 1 minus 3 tan square x is equal to 1. So this is how we can approach the first question. We are basically applying the sum formula of tangent here, tan of a plus b, and then it is all about solving the equation and basic algebra. So please try such questions. Let's try the second one now. So in the second question, the information given to us is that sine of a plus b is 1 and sine of a minus b is 1 by 2 or half. And the other information given to us is that angle A and angle B are greater than 0 but greater than or equal to 0 or less than or equal to pi by 2. That means this is a first quadrant angle, both A and B. Now using this information, we have to find the value of tan A plus 2B and tan of 2A plus B. So the question might look tough for how do we approach, but when we see the solution, you would definitely be amazed at how simple this was. So now the important information is that A and B are both in first quadrant, and in first quadrant everything is positive. Cos, sine, tangent and the inverses all are positive. So let's use this information. They are saying that sine of A plus B is equal to 1. So in the first quadrant, when is sine equal to 1? When sine 90, when the angle is 90, that is when sine is equal to 1. That means A plus B is equal to 90 degrees. Similarly, in the first quadrant, when is sine is equal to 1 by 2? Sine 30 degrees is equal to 1 by 2. That means A minus B is equal to 1 by 2, correct? Now using this two information, if we try to find out the value of A and B, we would get, let's add these two, we would get 2A is equal to 120 degrees, which gives us A is equal to 60. If A is 60, then B would be equal to 30 degrees. Now we know the value of A and B. Now we simply have to apply it in tan of A plus 2B. That's the first question we have. This would be tan of A is 60 plus 2 times B is again 60 degrees, which is tan of 120 degrees. correct? Now what is tan of 120 degrees? That means this is second quadrant. And in second quadrant, tan is negative. So this would be tan of 120 degrees is equal to tan of 180 degrees minus 60 degrees, which is equal to minus tan 60 degrees, which is minus square root of 3. Okay. Now we know tan of a plus 2b, which is equal to minus square root of 3. Now the next question is tan of 2a plus b. Now what is 2a plus b? 2 times 60 is 120 degrees plus 30 degrees, which is 150 degrees, correct? So we have to find tan of 150 degrees. This is again in the second quadrant. So this would be tan of 180 degrees minus 30. Tan is negative in the second quadrant. So this is minus tan 30. So the answer is minus 1 by square root of 3. So that is the value of tan of 150 degrees, which is nothing but tan of 2a plus b. So this is how easy this question is. Only information that we have to apply is what are the signs of angles in different quadrants. Please watch the videos in the playlist Trigonometric Functions. We have discussed that in detail. And the other thing that we have to apply is basic algebra of finding out what is the value of A and what is the value of angle B. Thank you so much for watching. Please share this with your friends. It will be easy for them too if they solve such tricky questions. And I'll see you in the next video.